A sex toy company.
Mattel.
Sensing a theme today.
It is a good theme though. Huh?
Yeah,
it's very consistent.
Really good theme.
A sex toy company has to pay out $4 million to customers after being accused of tracking people's use without their knowledge.
What? Why?
Yeah, dude. What's the big deal?
There's a Canadian brand called We Vibe, right? They've agreed to basically have to pay $10,000 per customer.
Whoa.
Okay. After they've sold these so-called smart vibrators, which kind of inadvertently track their use. And the whole point of it is because of a certain type of tech. It wasn't like specifically for data collection, I guess so you would say.
It's probably one of those things where you can control your vibrator from the phone or some shit and it can track off and you turn it on.
Yeah, the whole point is to kind of have that ability to be like intimate. Let's say you're like traveling, right? Let's say you're like in Europe or some shit like that, but you want to have a kinky moment with your wife. She sticks the vibrator in and from your phone you can control.
And I'm like,
No, you're the one with the phone, Nick.
Oh.
I mean, it's pasta.
I don't want to discriminate. It's up his ass. But in order to do that, the tech would have to have like tracking and data and like location device services and other things like that.
Right, needs to know where you are.
The company was receiving that data and holding on to it in a way that would like, all right, this many times per use, this level.
Like Cindy comes in 2 minutes. Sandra comes in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of data.
Nick pre-comes for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh.
Trying to get my pasta. I'm dribbling, babe.
Well, there you
Who cares
go.
if somebody has that data? What is that? What are they gonna do with that data?
What do they do? Like,
We're talking about.
or is it like a GPS? They're like, they be coming over here, coming over there, coming over here.
Have you guys been following the TikTok story? China wants every piece of data apparently available ever. That's why. Yeah, China wants all of it. They're gonna use it as more and more against
Sex
us.
toy stats.
Therefore, a class action lawsuit was launched in Illinois against the sex toy manufacturer's parent company, Standard Innovation, and it was agreed that the company would pay a $4 million total with up to $10,000 for customers who use the associated app, as well as the vibrator, and $200 for those who had simply bought the sex toy.
They must make a lot of money, man.
Can I ask how the customers were aware of the class action lawsuit?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you've been using this dildo? Like, do you think you get a mailer? Like, hey, you hardcore using this dildo right now? And, like,
Probably because if you signed up to their like We Vibe, We Connect app or whatever, you probably had to put in something like your email.
Yeah.
They probably had to take that list. I'm making it too logical.
do you think
right
when
now.
you open up the We Connect app, it's like, oh, let's go?
It's probably like a Better Call Saul commercial type thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Billboards.
I'm trying to think of the name of that retirement home, but Better Call Saul.
Sandpiper.
Sandpiper, that's what it was.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, description of the item read, touch the screen to control the vibrations and build intensity. Tease and please with custom vibes you create. Turn on your lover when you connect and play together from anywhere in the world. Build excitement with secure in-app voice, chat, and video.
You can make it vibrate like fucking in Saudi Arabia and over here.
And you can speak into it and like,
Whoa.
And then the fucking vibrators talks.
Dude, yeah, and it's Kamala Harris saying, don't come.
What the hell?
Don't come.
And when someone tells me not to, it makes me want to even more.
Authority saying don't come? Oh, shit.
Wow.
She says it with her fist too.
All the way.
Don't come like that. That's what it sounds like to me.
Because you want to break the rules.
Oh yeah, of course not.
so it was revealed.
That's VP, dude.
It was revealed that the app.
Enabled.
I guess so. It was revealed that the app was collecting and sending data back to Standard Innovation, including how often it was used and on which intensity, giving a fairly robust record of the user's intimate habits. According to court documents, around 300,000 people purchased Bluetooth-enabled WeVibe products, while around 1/3 of those also use the app. So, I mean, Standard Innovation stressed that the information had only been used for diagnostic purposes, but, I mean, apparently data is a huge deal.
You know what?
What's the big seems like is the big deal? It's not the stats. It's just the fact that it has record of who is using it. That's it.
I see.
They probably didn't want to sign up for that. They didn't want their name being associated with the fact that they use this thing. But who cares if it's just anonymous stats?
That's like those old school like porno infomercials. You'll be like, if you buy it from us, we'll use discreet labeling.
Discreet packaging.
Yeah, and so on your credit card it doesn't say like fucking slutty college girls or whatever. It says like the Blueberry Express or some shit.
It sounds just as.
That sounds so shady though, bro.
Yeah.
Blueberry Express sounds like a stripper's name.
Yeah.
Or like Playboys used to arrive like wrapped in like brown paper.
Or the black paper bag, black plastic bag.
And you're like,
yeah.
you know, those are Playboys.
Why would they be wrapped? With black?
Who's getting Playboys in the mail? Is the question.
A lot of people.
Back in the day, everybody
I
was.
wanted to.
People didn't go to like stores and just go
Bro,
get
that
it.
shit. I had a 70s Playboy that I was cutting up for a collage, and
got
then I looked at the card that for how much to pay if you want to subscribe. That shit was $15 for 3 years.
Whoa.
That's just
In the
crazy.
70s?
Yeah,
Also-
the 70s. That's a lot. Though, right?
Garden.
Recently on JK, we were talking about the WWF. Remember China?
Yeah.
And how she had a huge clit. And then the next day, he sends me a Playboy that he found of China
Oh yeah.
in his house,
Yeah.
With
'Cause
a
I-
huge clit?
in his bathroom, covered in jizz.
Pages sticking together.
So glazy.
I bought a box of because I needed a bunch of 70s magazines, and I went to Long Beach Antique Market, and there was a guy who had a box that said $50.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's in the box?" He's like, "Just tons of old mags." And
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
I opened it up, and it was like Penthouse, Playboy, like all those like 70s
Some
magazines.
Playgirl in there.
But then one of them was like from the 90s or early 2000s, had China on it.
That's tight.
What does the 70s Penthouse look like? Because I remember
Furry?
the original Penthouse, they're the ones that are down to like spread the lips like on the cover.
Yeah, that you will see that, but it's still mostly ads. All of these magazines are mostly ads, or columns. It's like articles.
Any cool ads?
I remember cracking open a fresh Playboy, and you're just like, wow, this is so cool. It's like a video game. And in each page, it's like they're taking off an item of clothing. And you're like, wow.
But it was still so like PG-13 compared to like Hustler magazine.
Oh yeah,
Joe
yeah.
says cracking open though, it hits different.
Playboy and Penthouse, they never showed actual sex ever.
Oh, Penthouse did it?
Nah,
Hustlers
I
and
didn't
stuff
see-
was
Penthouse,
crazy.
the ones I had didn't have no actual sex.
But the positions.
Chicks are like fucking opening their buttholes and shit.
It was like Red Shoe Diaries photo prints. It wasn't really anything.
I remember in the military, some of our friends had some crazy shit. It was like Euro smut or some shit like that. It was like
Those are some like liquor store
yeah, it
mags
was like
though.
some crazy. I was like, what the
Paying
fuck?
chicks to pose with bowling pins and stuff like that.
It was like crazy shit.
Yeah, there's some crazier things, but these were like gentlemen's magazines.
Can you imagine back in the day someone actually like unfolded the centerfold? Like you're reading the magazine and then you're like,
The centerfold.
I've only seen that happen in movies, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen in real
people
life.
do that like.
You're watching people open Playboy? Like, in what situation are you gonna be seeing that? When I had a Playboy, I for sure was looking at the fucking centerfold being like, oh shit.
Damn, like her fucking cooch is like right here.
Especially the older Playboys, like, yeah, it would be a little bit more hairy. It'd be like covering, you know what I mean?
There's lots of like Harry Bush in those old ones.
And the super old Playboys, that is very classy. Like, I actually have one of those Playboy magazines, but the really, really old ones that have like the old school drawings and cartoons.
Yeah,
That's just like, it's almost like a table decoration.
it's funny because a lot
Yeah,
of
they
the
have
ads-
that now a lot at thrift store. I mean, like vintage shops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Antique stores.
Yeah, they used to do letters to the editor. It was like some guy just writing titties, 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 titties.
and they have to answer them.
And they're like, thank you for your for your letter.
Interesting because most of the ads are like cigarettes, which you never see cigarette ads anymore.
Oh wow.
Or they're like men's clothing, or it's speakers, like sound systems. Huge things for
the
ads
home
back then.
theater systems.
Yeah, home theater systems. Like every other thing was like a home theater system. Like there
The
was so
fucking
many.
sound bar killed that.
Remember, like, yeah, remember in Boogie Nights how the dude was like a home theater salesman thing? That was huge in the 70s.
That's right.
Massive. Everybody wanted home theaters. It's so weird.
Big upsells.
Do you remember how the foreshadowing for that? Because like he's selling the sound systems, and then at the end, the sound system is such a huge part of that fucking scene.
Yeah. I love it.
Surround sound.
I'm so glad you were in the ending to that movie.
What's that?
I'm so glad you were in the ending to that movie.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was the cock, the stunt cop in the '90s. Mid-90s.
You're Marky Mark's dick.
That was my first job in LA.
Were you 17?
Yeah, everyone got arrested.